Okay, I drove this up on rafts to do this. You can certainly put it on stands as well.
Okay, this is a 3.0 liter engine here. We're going to go into the fuse relay box, take the cover off, and pull the fuel pump relay. On here we have a little diagram of it, so we can see that it's this one right here. And this is going to be to purge the system. Okay, now we're just going to run it until it uses up gas, relieves that fuel pressure.
Fuel pressure is relieved.
Let's disconnect the battery. Okay, don't forget to put the fuel pump relay back in. Should be all ready to go when you're done with the fuel filter. Alright, so we're into the car. There's the muffler coming in on the passenger side. It's the lay of the land here. Here's the fuel filter up underneath on top of the tank. What we're going to do is take these two bolts out that attach to the straps and lower this fuel tank down a few inches so we have some room to work here, because it's up tight up in there. This line here, which is part of the pump, part of the filter, is actually under the strap. So I'm using a floor jack underneath there. I've got a 2x6 between it and the tank to spread the weight. Okay, so here we are. It's 15 millimeter on that strap bolt. It looks like it's broke. Okay, so here comes the other one. Using breaker bar here. It's been on there a while. Okay, we'll hit that next with a ratchet. Soak these down, some penetrant. You always want to be conservative when you pull these bolts out. It's a huge mess when one of these snaps off, so I took my time. Okay, they're both out. Okay, so now we're going to lower this tank a little bit. Peek up here, there you can see the I'm not sure how much we can do. A couple inches, I guess. That should be enough right there. You can see from the clamp how far we've come down. There's our filter, and you can see coming all the way back over to where it meets the steel line. Okay, there's the fitting. Looks like you have to squeeze this. Now we're going to have to wrestle with this a little bit to figure out how to disengage it. Okay, now it appears that you should be able to just depress this here, and it should come off, slip out. By the way, wear safety glasses when you're doing this, just in case something spills. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this apart, because we're not going to reuse this fitting anyway. And there's some rust on here. I think that's what's happened. It's not allowing this to retract. This part right here isn't really moving at all. I think that's rust underneath there. So what you can also do, I suppose, is get underneath here and pry up. You could get one side. Now the new one's going to come, we're going to slip on a new fitting. So I'm going to just cut this off. Okay, so we've been doing battle with this fitting here. I mean, it's really on here. Been using pliers to break away
as much of this plastic on here as possible. So this has turned out to be the job here. Cut off as much as I can. Now I'm trying to just pry this off without damaging something. It's starting to come a little bit. Okay, let's get this last bit of this little lock ring out of there. So what I had to do finally is get a little saw. Just a little Stanley hand saw here. Basically cut this off. Stuck on there good. And I'll clean this up with some steel wool. Now there's some rust on here, but this doesn't look desperately serious at this point. So using a needle nose pliers to depress the tangs on there. Got it depressed. And then we're going to wiggle it. I think we already have it partly over the top. There it is. There's inevitably going to be some gas. There it comes. Here's where you're going to watch for a little gas. And yeah, we got a little gas. So here's a 10mm mounting bolt. Mine, surprise, is all rusty. So I'm going to work that thing off, if possible. Oh, got some more gas. Oh, nice. That's going to have to be a extraction process there too. Here's what I'm going to do. Get this filter out of the way so I can do some work here. A little easier. Just saw this off. It's just a plastic bracket that holds this filter onto the gas tank. It tends to drip, and I'm tired of it dripping. That's all that's left now. So here we are. You know, we can get a... It just will not go. I've tried loosening it, tightening it, in both directions. And it's just... All it is a little clip on there. There's not a nut. It's one of those little clip-on automotive fasteners. What I'm afraid of doing here is breaking this tang that's on the gas tank. So I'm going to wind up doing, I'm going to shield this, and I'm going to get a cutting wheel in here and cut this off. Try to do it, you know, absolutely safe. What I've already done here to prepare for that is I've sealed off all the gas lines, two on the pumps. I've got, you know, twist ties on there. Don't want any vapors, no fumes. We'll put up a fan here and block this off a little bit. Okay, we had to take some special precautions working around the gas tank. We have a fire extinguisher at the ready, ABC. I've put some sheeting around the tank, a barrier. Put some foil right up there at the cutting point, and I've got a fan. Garage door's open. We're well ventilated. Should also say I'm wearing safety glasses. So every now and then, after we've got this partly cut, we're going to see if we can break it off. Because I prefer to... it's not going yet. Prefer to minimize the cutting. cool it off for a little bit. Fortunately, I can't get the angle I want here. Okay, there it is finally. Should be able to just pop this off of here now. And there it comes. Okay, so now I'm struggling still to get this out of here. I'm trying to slip a screwdriver under here to pry this back. Trying to pry this out of the way. And this is some spring steel here. Okay, so as if that wasn't enough, I had to go back in here one more time and hack the edge off. This edge right here. There. And wow. Mama, don't let your cars get all rusty and get old. Here's our Napa replacement. Here's the replacement hardware. Call this a U-nut, quick nut. That's going to slip over that bracket on the gas tank. Replaced the one I had to cut off, 6.3 millimeter. And there's the bolt I'm going to use in a 6 millimeter by 1, pitch of 1. And then I'll put a washer on there. Okay, so we're going to slip this speed nut. There it is in position. Okay, we're moving on. Okay, I'm using a 10 millimeter on here. But also got a washer and a lock washer on here. Okay, let's hook up these lines. Leave the caps on until the last minute. And do the big one first, the yellow. This little insert comes out. And sorry, like this, it'll snap into place. And now get it oriented. There it is. Alright, let's do the blue line. Now these come with these little clips. There. Let's route this line on the other end. Make sure it goes underneath the hanger, and then over here. Goes over here, and that takes us. Gets us off with our clip.
There's our final clip in position, ready for the line to be snapped on.
There we are. I want to point out one more little detail here. That's the ground for the filter. This one originally corroded away. That's where it mounts right there. So I'm going to clean this up a little bit with a file. Improve the ground since there's corrosion on there. Okay, let's raise the tank back up. So I pinch this line here. Now I've got some never sees on these bolts now. Wow, I guess this is going to go on after the bolt. It's going to get in the way. Put that on after the bolt after all. It's best not to have the tank up all the way when you start these. We'll finish these up with a ratchet. Get it good snugged up, no problem, it's working. Okay, it's on with the ground here then. And that's the correct position for it. Oops. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Just wrapped up. And reconnect the battery. We'll test this thing out. Alright, we're running. Let's go check for leaks.
Okay, looks like we're dry under here. This job certainly was a lot harder than I expected, but it's all done. Thanks for watching.